Hi guys,
Hi,
welcome
guys.
back.
To long story short, guys. To
Long
long story short.
Jackie,
Yeah.
ambia watu wanaitwaje?
Wanaitwa long story shorters, LSSers. We're still looking for a name, guys, but welcome back.
Feel free to give us a name. This is episode 2 of our coming back.
Yes.
And the catch-up was nice.
Uh-huh.
Also, we hope the catch-up was nice.
Yes, we hope so.
How have you been?
I have been good. Andamano, finance bill.
Woza?
Yeah, I think the first half of the year has been a lot.
What?
Yes.
We are
It's
in
been
July.
a lot.
It's been the first year.
It's the second day of July. So it's the second half of the year.
But when you see this episode, it will be somewhere in
Yes.
July.
Yes.
Somewhere in July.
Yeah, so it's been a lot. I think I don't know. Where are you with your actions?
They are actioning. New set, new people.
Yeah.
We're pretty excited about we are using Semabox. I'm realizing we didn't ask them if we should give them a shout out.
Yeah.
But yeah, Semabox, very professional. Thank you so much. Yeah, let's kick into it. Dilemmas. Dilemmas basically just remind us that life is not black and white.
Yeah.
It's pretty gray.
Mhm.
It's pretty gray, and your gray is not my gray.
Yes.
Your the things you hold very dear to you, I might not necessarily see them as a big deal.
Mhm.
So just to kick things off, friendship. You pledged 1 million Kenyan shillings or dollars or yen or from what currency, whichever currency and country you're watching us from.
Yeah.
Or a significant amount towards your friend's dream or business or school fees or wedding. He or she really needs the money. But recently, you guys broke up.
The friendship broke.
Yes. For obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Guys, you remember that episode on friendship? If you've not watched it, it will
Go
be
back.
linked somewhere.
Yes.
So there are two options. A, are you going to keep the promise, send him or her the money? Or B, you're going to move on with your life?
Move on with my life. Yeah. You are a people pleaser.
I am not a people pleaser.
You're a recovering people pleaser.
I am a recovering people pleaser. Recovering.
Yeah.
Thriving. I have overcome people pleasing.
Yeah.
No, as in no. But a promise is a debt, no? Na dawa ya deni ni kuilipa bedhe. Kama uko na deni yangu nirudishie pesa zangu bedhe.
But you made that promise when you're friends.
But a promise is a debt.
Regardless of the situation.
It is a debt.
I understand. But you made that promise when you guys were friends.
Okay.
And what circumstances has made you to break up?
Okay, as plot twist. If the money was because they needed it for health reasons, say they got cancer or something, does that change you giving them money?
Yeah, I can. When it comes to health, something that is beyond them, that I can. But
So
business...
Their dream, school...
No. School for who?
Education, like for them, so that
for
they
the
get
kids
empowerment.
or for them.
Okay, a therapy session.
No. Okay, I think it depends with what has made you guys break up. Is it something that you cannot forgive? Or it's something that you cannot get over it?
No, the dilemma is you guys are broken up. So
For
essentially,
real.
you are not friends anymore.
I don't think I can give. I'm sorry. Yes. And you?
And I'm a recovering people pleaser. I will give
1 million shillings.
I'll give only because my word is very important to me, Jackie.
Your word to who? To yourself or to them?
My word to myself, to them, to the Lord.
So what is that proving?
It's not proving anything. It's just that I have given a promise and I will keep it.
Okay.
Sadly. It's sad because, I mean, ideally, I should not. But also it depends.
Yeah.
If they've done something that hurts, physically hurts my people or people.
Not even emotionally, if it hurts you to the core.
No, I feel like if they've killed someone, like it needs to be, but it's just, if it's difference of opinion or ideology, like I've just recently come to the realization that person A is just not a good human being, and therefore I no longer want to relate with them.
How about if your value systems change?
That's what I'm saying. If it's based on such things that I've just decided, I have come to the realization that this person is not a really nice person. And you are a reflection of the people you hang out with. By beholding, you become.
Yeah.
Then for those reasons, I will give you. But if you hurt people, like maybe killed people or shot someone, like something that physically or mentally affected other people in the negative way, now I would have to reconsider. Because if I give you this money, I'm not sure if you will go and hurt more people. But if it's just because, I mean, suddenly I see you are moving in alleys and lanes that I do not want to move in.
But at what point do you give this money?
See, we've broken up. So the question is, are you going to keep your promise? Or deuces is deuces? Like out.
It's easier said than done, but
Yeah,
kusema ukweli,
I'd give. But you've seen me sometimes
yes,
behave with
I have seen you behave
certain,
like
but
that.
I am kuna mtu sahi sichezi. I am channeling Jackie.
No, I'm not a bad person, guys.
No, she's very
Yeah.
like channeling you. It's important for those boundaries.
Yes.
Mimi ndo nafanya makosa for sure, because now what is that? Like
yeah.
why am I keeping a promise to somebody who is clearly not in your circle
in your
anymore?
circle, yeah.
Yeah. It's recovering people pleasing.
Okay.
So if it's health, you will be very
I think
kinder.
For health,
or if it's their kid.
Yes, for health, that is something that no one wants. It's something that is beyond your control. And so I feel like you can help. But if it's these other things, school, nah.
Trip. You catch two friends who are not married to each other in a very compromising position that would suggest adultery. Are you A, telling their spouses, B, keeping quiet, C, confronting them?
So these two have their spouses and then they are in a compromising situation.
Maybe someone has a spouse, maybe someone doesn't have.
Wait, how is it adultery if someone doesn't have a spouse?
No, as in one of them is married.
Or one of them is married.
Or both of them are married. It doesn't matter. Like, in your opinion, they are in a compromising position that would suggest adultery.
No, I would actually tell the person who has a spouse, I'm giving them 24 hours to go and tell their spouse.
Ultimatums.
To go and tell their spouse. If not, I'm saying.
You are saying?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm keeping quiet.
If not, I'm saying.
What wanajifunika blanketi?
Whether you want to take it as it is or you want to say, I'm trying to ruin your relationship, but I'll
Let me
say.
tell you what changed my mind on saying it. I recently had a certain lady recount on how she found out the husband was cheating. She has never forgiven the friend.
Why?
Okay, not forgiven as in she's mad at her, but every time she sees her, she remembers. Because human beings are funny. We are a funny bunch.
So what would you want if you are in that situation and I see your partner in a compromising
pray that the Lord
situation?
Opens my eyes.
So do I leave it or do I tell you?
Pray that the Lord opens my eyes, because times without number,
but
Jackie,
God
I
might
feel
be using me to tell you. Have you considered that?
Kingdom Warriors enters chat. Gospel seekers. Assistants of Jesus Christ.
Because why am I there in such a situation?
Also, what are you going to say? Like, unakuja kuniambia nini? Niambie, play it out.
Hi, Jojo. No, but I'll also tell.
Are you telling her in person or him in person? Okay, if let's say it's a guy. It's your guy and umepata bibi yake. How are you going to tell the guy? Because friendships between a guy and a babe and between babes is different.
As I said earlier,
let's start with me.
I will give you or your spouse.
It can never be me, but start with me.
If I get you in a compromising situation, I'll tell you go tell your spouse.
No. I'm the grieved.
Oh, you're the grieved.
Yes.
I'll tell your spouse first to come and tell you.
24 hours.
Asipokuambia then takuja tu nikwambie hi.
Unaniambia in person?
Yes, in person.
How are you
in
going
person.
about it? Okay. How long are you taking?
No,
After that
immediately. I'll just look for you. Yes, I'll look for you.
Okay.
I've been in a situation where I told someone the boyfriend said something bad about them. And
how is that relationship right now?
It is good.
With you and the friend?
With me and the friend, it's good. But the relationship between me and the boyfriend got ruined. And I did not have any issue with it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
because we are not
like
friends.
I said before, stay away from
we are not friends with the boyfriend.
It changes the dynamic.
It's okay, but I'm your friend.
So if you have evidence, are you saying it?
Yes, I am.
If you don't have evidence, are you saying it?
I will say it.
With or without evidence?
I will just tell you, I saw so and so in this place.
With or
it's
without
up
evidence,
to you.
Jackie?
It's okay, Jojo. Ukitaka,
uniamini.
yes. If you feel like this friendship will get ruined by me telling you this, it's okay.
But if audacity, how sure are you that
it's
person was in
okay.
a compromising
But I
position?
saw you. You know, sometimes God is trying, okay, let me just go to Christian kidogo. But sometimes God is using someone to tell you something. It's up to you to see how you're going to use that information. Sawa. Sometimes, yes, some friends may take advantage of blowing things out of proportion.
Yeah.
So it's upon you to make a judgment on it and to see how you're going to use that information.
But also, you know your friend, when the friend who is coming with this news, you know your friends, you know the ones that will exaggerate something.
Yes. Because also human beings are weird. If I keep quiet, something happens late, I tell you I knew about it, utakasirika.
Yeah, I'll be more mad. But okay, if I saw, do you feel I should tell you?
Yes.
Imagine I can't tell. Because what have I seen? Hizo ndo swali. Like nimeona
But do you know
nini?
what way itakusumbua?
Hey, hence I'm taking you to the Lord in prayer.
No. The Lord will also tell you, I have used you as a vessel, Jojo.
I'm just like, Father Lord, reveal the character of that person to the other person. Because I'm not a messenger. I'm not a carrier of bad news.
No, sometimes the universe uses people to show you characters.
I like bringing good news. I will bring good tidings to you. Easy, bad news, easy. And then also, you remember that week we were speaking and saying, there's a point in your marriage you feel like, sasa naenda wapi? Sasa mtu amefika hapo kwa sasa naenda wapi? Alafu sasa Jojo ndo anakuja na ati sijui niliona nani.
Ndo afanyie nini? But it also depends. You see the way you're having this conversation and now you know, for me, I'd rather you tell me. There's someone else who will tell you, no, for me, I'd rather you don't tell me.
Ignorance is also bliss.
So it is good to ask people their opinion on it so that you know how to handle a situation if that happens.
What I know is, in your the ultimatum I'll give.
Yes.
Ultimatum I'll give, and I'll pray that they beat me to it.
Yes.
Because I don't want to be that. I don't think I will follow through with that ultimatum.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't give them. I'll give them probably a week.
No, wacha mtu aseme ulikuwa unafanya nini?
24 hours ni kidogo.
No, ulikuwa unafanya nini?
24 hours ni kidogo because
Jackie, unajua ni makosa?
No, unajua kwa nini 24 hours ni kidogo? I'm not standing for people who are in compromising position. I'm just saying 24 hours ni kidogo because maybe that you are in a season of mmekuwa mkikosana sana.
It doesn't excuse you from doing bad things.
No, I'm not saying it's an excuse for bad things. I'm saying mmekuwa mkikosana sana. So this will only further
so we look
light you up.
Nah.
You're telling people. You're telling people.
Yeah.
Okay. But mi nimeshaambia guys, free advice. These people will get back together and then you'll be the bad person.
It's okay, but ask your friends what they would want to do in such a situation.
Yes, always your family members. Ask your people
what they would want.
If it's a guy, you're still telling him.
Yes.
If you found the girlfriend, you're telling the wife.
Yeah. And if I find you doing something bad to your spouse, then I'd also tell you to go and tell them. I may not necessarily go to them if you are friends like this and I get you in a compromising situation.
We are friends more than you're friends with my
Then I'd also question who you are as a person.
Yeah, like, are you breaking this friendship or you are going to tell my person?
Now that is a bit tricky.
Yes. That's now the dilemma.
Yes, now it's a bit tricky.
We are friends and it's my friend who has a problem.
Yes.
Am I calling them out on their BS?
I'll call them out. I may not necessarily go and tell.
You're not giving them the ultimatum.
Because now you see, maybe your spouse is not my friend.
Yes,
we don't relate in any way.
Your spouse is definitely not your friend.
So I'd call you out. Because then it would look...
But are you giving me an ultimatum?
Yes, you need to go and tell your whether you go and tell them or not.
The ultimatum is not you have 24 hours to tell them or I tell them.
You just have to tell them.
The ultimatum is you just have to tell them.
Yes. Because then I don't have any...
guilt.
Not guilt. I don't have any... I don't right to go and talk to your spouse on such things, and we are not friends. If we are a group of friends and we relate with your spouse in like we are friends, it's okay.
And even in group friendships,
yes,
you know that changes the dynamic.
It changes a lot.
It changes the dynamic because suddenly I'm not hanging out with your husband.
Yeah.
Or anytime snitches get stitches, guys.
Yeah.
Anytime your husband sees me,
yes.
They feel like...
But anyway, guys, behave. If you don't feel like being in that relationship, leave. Stop putting your friends in a compromising situation.
But also, people who are carriers of information, sometimes you don't have the full facts.
That's why I'm saying.
So just be.
That's why I'm saying there are some people who will blow things out of proportion.
Yeah, just be.
So I think it's good to get
if you must say
the person who's misbehaving and ask them what they are doing.
Yes.
And why they are doing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, if you know your friend is evidence-based, gather evidence. If you must take photos, if you must take a video.
Like inside DCI.
Well,
just behave, guys. Stop putting people in a compromising situation.
I already told you in that episode of Love, it can never be me doing those things of DCIing.
Yeah.
No. Okay. That episode on exes, split the people right in the middle. Are you friends with your ex? Ama, what is an ex? Jackie, do you have an ex? What is an ex?
Ex ni unga, guys.
For this and more jokes, subscribe to Long Story Short.
Ex ni unga.
Okay, your ex mistakenly sent you a significant amount of money, whatever amount of money that can change your life, and calls you to return it. But plot is, there's a project that needs this money, and you can repay in a week's time. Reply in 3 words.
Reply to
kuna
your
options.
ex.
Yes, in 3 words. So amekutumia pesa, unahitaji sana, but you can return it in juma moja. Reply in 3 words. Right away, buddy. I love you.
Surely, Jojo, why are you becoming dramatic? Why are you loving your ex wakati amekutumia pesa?
God bless you, sir or ma'am. I'll return it soon.
No, right away.
Right away.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You just need to assume this money was not there. What would you do?
I love you.
But also, why is your ex sending you money by mistake? No, I'm just overthinking.
Si no maana kuna I love you because sasa leo ulikuwa unaweka account number yangu.
Yeah.
An account do you know processing an account number? I'm confused.
Yeah.
You went to your bank app, you went to account number, you chose my name.
But you said you talked to your exes, right?
Yes. So
your friends.
You see why there's I love you there. I'm like, so, if the Lord is using you, who am I?
So has any of your ex sent you money for your birthday? Let's say for your birthday.
Yeah, gifts.
So, okay, I don't know whether you're in a relationship. The
All
last
of
time
them.
I checked.
No, even when I'm in a relationship.
They send you money or a gift.
But you know me, you don't gift me things that you want. You gift me things that I want.
I know.
Yes.
Like if you want shoes, do they gift you shoes?
Yeah.
And what is your partner saying about that?
They are comfortable.
Are you sure, Jojo?
Yes, it's a conversation, Jackie. Is it not? Whenever I enter a relationship, I'm just like, just so we are clear, I am in contact with my exes.
Do they give you personalized gifts? You know, there are gifts that how do I put it? Like a handbag.
But you know, Jackie, how people gift me is that they ask me what I want. Like, don't surprise me.
Yes, I get that.
Like if they call and say, oh, your birthday is coming up. What would you like? I'm like, I'd like X or Y. And then they send it through.
But would you rather they give you okay? Let me ask.
Would they rather they give
let me change the narrative. Your partner they also speak to their exes. Would you rather their exes give him money?
My partners don't speak to their exes.
So no, double standards. Double standards, guys. Double standards.
See, double standards.
No, I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, if your ex speaks to their...
a guy who was speaking to their ex, but I didn't have a problem though.
Then I'm saying, would you rather they give them money or they give them with personalized gifts like wallet, watches, perfume?
I don't think I care for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Jojo is mature, guys. The rest of us are immature.
No, I don't think I care for it because I'm just like, you would know when you are being given something with a motive.
But how do you know that there is no motive or there's no bad motive? How do you separate the two?
Human beings who are intelligent, Jackie. No. You would know when you would know when somebody is giving you something genuinely or there's an underlying something. Because there are gifts that I've refused. I've just gone like,
Kama?
Sasa siwezi sema hapa juu utajua ni guys. Like I've just gone like, not because of what the gift was, because I choose my gifts, but because of how they were gifting me. I was like, there's a underlying tone that is saying we could actually get back together.
Sikuelewi. Ex wako amekupigia simu on your birthday, akakuuliza Jojo, unataka zawadi gani?
Yes, ukamwambia koti basi.
in fact sasa nikutumie Instagram link page nataka unibuy koti.
So they're like, they will up me the money though.
So they send you the money, not the gift. They don't buy the gift and box it. That's what I was asking.
You know, people are lazy in this.
No, that's what I was asking. Would you rather they just give you money to buy that thing yourself, or I go to that shop, buy that gift, put it in a box,
okay,
and
I've not had that privilege.
A card, and then I send it to you.
I've not had that privilege because I choose my gifts. But I think if I wasn't, then maybe that would happen. I choose my gifts because napenda kununuliwa kenye nataka.
Then unanielewa.
Nakuelewa. Sijakuwa na hiyo privilege ya kupakiwa kitu, kuletewa.
So
because nachagua kenye nataka.
Would you rather then they pack for you the gift or they send you money?
No, I'd rather go buy because maybe nimeona kitu lakini nikifika hapo nitakuwa zile za it's not giving anymore.
Okay.
I'd rather pick another thing. Yeah. I've never had to be personalized like a box with an ex. Niletewe ama a bouquet of flowers.
Lakini una dating watu machua.
Ama a bouquet of flowers. Sasa that's overdoing it. Why is your ex sending you a bouquet of flowers?
But it's a gift, Jojo.
Flowers.
You know, you'd rather just say you don't want those gifts or you want those gifts.
Flowers
but
are
don't
a gift.
Start telling us here at
flowers are a gesture of love. They're not a gift.
Chocolates.
Okay, CGO. That is not food. Chocolates are not food, guys. No, flowers are a gesture
or
of
a
love.
Spa date, like your own spa date, hakulipia spa.
Fantastic. Which that has happened before. Fantastic.
Guys,
thank you, sir.
Guys, tell us whether you would receive gifts from your ex.
You would not receive gifts from your ex? But yeah, you have a different meaning. You would know, Jackie. Actually, you know.
I don't think you would know.
You know, and there's a underlying tone.
But you see, for you said that your breakups are not nasty.
Yes, they're not,
Yeah,
not,
so it depends with the reason why you guys...
Soko imekuwa mzuri kwangu.
Shukuru Mungu. Yeah.
Sijakuwa na zile vitu zenye ni sasa, we can never speak again.
Yeah, so it also depends with how you broke up.
Yeah, I think, and that's why that episode was split right in the middle. Like, people like, can never be me speaking to my ex. He had better die. He had better die and never come back.
What if you get now a partner? I don't know whether you have a partner.
Let's get to so many subscribers so that we get to...
But if you would get a partner who's not comfortable with that.
No, but here's the thing, Jackie. You know, when I get into a relationship, I tell you I'm friends with my exes.
So you take it or leave it?
No.
Is it something
No. If you say you don't want me to relate with them, I cut them off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, because who is the priority? My ex.
Yeah, that makes
sense. My ex my priority?
Yeah, some people's exes are priorities in their lives.
Ningekuwa na yeye. No, I give you the privilege of saying, even on my birthday, I organize my birthdays and all those people are there. And they even say hi to each other like adults. Yeah. You wouldn't even know. If you're not in my friend group, you wouldn't know that these two people know each other like that. Yeah. And if they meet, na Nairobi ni ndogo.
Yes.
If they meet somewhere, they're like, oh, cool. I saw your kajama.
You're someone.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
If they say they are not comfortable with, I would cut them off. I don't know if I would still date them though, because that insecurity is something to be spoken about.
No, but is it insecurity or it's just boundaries?
Okay, that boundary basi.
Yes, yeah.
And it would also depend why they are saying no. Are they saying no because they're thinking there's something there, or it's a boundary that they have kept based on their experience?
Yes, it depends.
Yeah, because now it depends also.
Yeah.
Because if it's out of jealousy, sasa surely Jackie.
Yeah, you will only know that with time.
Nitawezana na mtu ako jealous
with time.
For how long?
Yeah.
The number of friends I have. So yeah, I think, anyway, God bless you, sir. The emperor, the conqueror is here.
Oh my God.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for working hard, ma'am. Thank you for sending me money. Returns people money. Hiyo ni kuiba.
Yeah.
Okay, plot twist. If the money is kidogo, say urgent 2K.
Who is asking? You are asking.
Yeah, like if it's urgent 2K, or if it's recently my friend said 1,000 is transaction cost. If it's 1,000, if it's transaction cost,
you are the one who's asking your ex for 1,000.
No, they sent you money mistakenly 9,000.
No, turudisha tu pesa wenyewe. Si hata uliambiwa wangu urudishe 150.
After 1 week.
So urudishe nini pesa wenyewe?
Nilirudisha na extra money wase.
Ukiambiwa urudishe.
150.
150.
Your father, your mother, your brother, your sister has called you. And they have done something you can never imagine. e.g. accidentally killed someone or stolen billions of money, the police are doing an investigation and they have interviewed you. Are you A, saying the truth and shaming the devil? C, the truth will set you free. B, keeping quiet because snitches get stitches.
Yo,
Or it depends with the crime. Let's start with if the crime is killing someone.
walikuwa namua kwa nini?
Is there a reason for killing people, Jack? Is there a reason for killing people?
That is hard small.
Recently,
But I
daktari
was not
alisema
there.
a short kid akuona.
I was not there, so I'd just...
No, they've confided in you.
Not just...
Shaz has come to you and say, yo.
No, I don't know.
Remember that story?
Is hard.
Remember that story in the Bible where Moses killed that Egyptian? He wasn't planning to.
Yeah.
Like, makosa imefanyika.
That's hard small.
Dilemma ni kuchagua. Choices ni mbili. Saying the truth and shaming the devil or keeping quiet. Snitches get stitches.
Let them confess. So I'd rather keep quiet because I was not there.
What if it was money that was stolen?
I wasn't there. If I was there...
But you know the truth.
If I was there, that is a different thing.
Umesema unaenda kuambia spouses wenye SBO wamepatikana na compromising position.
That is different.
This is where you draw the line.
No,
this is where you draw the line.
I was with a spouse. I was there.
Okay,
you get it.
Let's say you are there, basi.
If I was there, then itabidi tu tuende jail sisi wote.
If you are there and it was accidental.
But I think when it comes to family, it's difficult.
It's
difficult because you've seen people who...
Because look at how old our parents are.
Yeah. And not even that,
jealous
I have seen even people who their children commit crimes and they are taken to the police and they go and they actually know that this person has done 1, 2, 3. They actually know that my son has done 1, 2, 3, but they still go and they get them out.
Or you've seen parents who will sit in on the behalf of their kids.
Yes.
Because their kids have a longer life to go.
Yeah.
Like you're in your 60s. I mean, your kid has done something that could take him to jail for the rest of their life. And you're like, I'd rather take the blame for it.
Yeah, so it's a bit difficult to just say whether you will confess. Not unless, ukipata mtu mwenye ana confess hivyo, not unless they don't have a relationship with their family.
You might have a relationship with their family, but you have a bigger relationship with the truth.
It's true, but it's something that you can just say, now I'm going to report you guys.
No, the police are doing Jackie. The police are doing... Well, ulisikia dilemma. The police are doing an investigation and they've come to you. Now they are interviewing you and asking you.
Apple had small. When it comes to family, what would you do?
Friends? Okay. A family banner. I'm sorry, guys. Me, I'm not saying anything. Mom's the word. Mom's the word.
Yeah, it's hard. When it comes to family, it's hard.
I pray that the Holy Spirit convicts them to confess.
Yeah.
I mean, surely. Kina manu ashikwe. I don't say it.
Yeah.
I pray they come to their own realization.
It's a bit difficult. It's a bit difficult. Because friends, unajua maneno ya friendship pia inategemea level. Inategemea kama uko the inner circle ama the...
If it's inner circle, if it's your Gigi.
I don't think. Let them go and say it by themselves.
But if it's a great multitude, saa itabidi.
Yes.
Kila mtu ajisimamie. Kujitegemea. Kujitegemea muhimu. Guys, family is everything.
Yeah.
Even people who have really, really bad families, you see them go back to it again and again. Family is something.
Yeah.
Like, it holds you down in ways you don't understand.
It's really difficult. Me, I've seen people who...
And friends are the family you choose. So you have friends who sometimes are...
Yeah, me, I've seen people who've burnt children who've burnt their mothers' houses. And their mothers have still forgiven them.
God bless parents.
Like they come burn the house
because they were drunk. The parents of that generation.
But even millennials, I feel like they're like that. Because right now, can you even punish your friend's child without it becoming an issue? Like
that's the problem.
Yes, like assuming right now, your friend's child does something that even you know the parents are not okay with it.
Well, me personally, I punish the kids in my circle because they know.
But it's very difficult.
The parents have given me that privilege.
Yes,
though.
yes,
At
yes.
least they've
Yeah.
given me that privilege.
Yeah.
I have, and I did not even, I did not eggshell into punishing them.
Mhm.
They just did something wrong and punished them, and I saw the parents' reaction. They were like, cool. Yeah, I mean, usually the child should behave. It takes a
Yeah.
village to raise this
Yeah.
kid, and we are all raising the kid. So I'm yet to punish, not amazing. Do I even punish kids? I'm yet to punish a kid, and the word is scold.
Yes.
I'm yet to scold a kid, and their parents pushed back. Even with my cousins,
Yeah.
I'm yet to punish a kid, and then their parents are like, so Jojo, mtoto wangu,
don't ever touch my child.
don't
I think
don't even tell them no again.
Tell them no.
Yes.
Because I feel like even right now, even where we live in our estates, like you will see a child doing something bad, and because you don't even know how their parents will react,
you're not
quick to scold them.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a bit difficult to
navigate.
Yes.
But God bless parents. Shout out to our parents. They're doing a fantastic job. I saw that my mom cared for my sister when she was sick, and I was just like,
yeah,
this thing called parenting.
yes,
Am I ready for
you're
it?
always a parent until you die.
Am I ready for it? I was just like, this is you are caring for an adult.
Yeah.
A 20-something-year-old.
Not even parents in their 80s cares for their children at 50s.
She cared for that baby until I was like, wait, this is truly your baby.
Yeah.
And you know, my sister is truly a baby. You and your husband have been trying for a child for, say, almost a decade, 10 years. A journey that has been punctuated by not only miscarriages, but also draining and successful IVF treatments. An exchange student at 16 years or 18, let's use 18. 18, the age.
18,
okay.
yeah.
And 18 years is offering her child because she doesn't know the father. The deal is your sister, friend, or loved one will broker the deal. You take the miracle baby, your marriage is saved. Everyone is happy. You now have a child. On the child's 5th birthday, the biological father tracks you down via call.
Hata hizi dilemma zako ziko out of this world, but it's okay.
They live in another continent. Okay, basically they find you. No, see, out of this world. Say, Jackie, if you're an exchange student at 18 years and you have a child and you give them out, maybe 5 years later, you realize that was the only child you could ever give back to. See, now you want that child. You will move mountains to track down that child.
Yeah, true.
And now you have tracked down the child. So, as the adoptive parents, are you inviting these parents to be part of this child's life? Are you running away? Formulating a plan to run away?
Run away uende wapi?
What do you mean?
Utaenda wapi?
Hata saisi nani anang'ang'ana kuprepare mass for us?
Okay. I think before you adopt a child, you need to consider the fact that number 1, their parents might come back.
They're never your child.
And number 2,
they're your child, but they're never your child.
And number 2, they might, at their old age, they might not recognize you as their parents.
Wow, pause. You remember when Kerry Washington realized, hey, thank God I look like my dad. At least hiyo ninajua. And of course now,
realize babake si babake.
In adulthood.
Yes.
That's some scary stuff right there.
So I think when you're adopting a child, those are some of the things you need to put in mind. Yes. Not unless this is a child that was born and maybe the parents died.
Even when the parents died, I think the relatives would want a piece of that action.
Yes. Yeah. So you can. I think which podcast was I listening to, and they were speaking about how the adopting process in Kenya, and they were saying the first year you need to foster that child. You don't adopt that child. Yes, so you need to live like with that child for like a year. You foster that child, and then now you start the adopting process.
Adoption process.
Yes. So it's something that you need to put in your mind that the parents can come back if they are alive. And you can only adopt a child. Yes, and only the children who are up for adoption are those children that the court system and the child services has tracked down their relatives and they're not getting anyone.
Oh, it has to be
Yes.
like
Like it's a dead
completely,
end.
yes,
Yes.
like
Yes.
now the only solution is. But you can also put your child up for adoption, no?
Yes, you can.
In this country, I'm
Yes, you
asking.
can. You can. You can.
You can decide.
Yes, you can. Instead of throwing the child in a karatasi or leaving them in the hospital, you can put them up for adoption.
You can do closed and open adoption.
Now
Closed
I
is the
don't
one
know.
where you don't
You
know
don't, yes, and
where
then
the
the open
child
is,
ends up.
yes.
versus
Or you can give them up for starting for maybe for a few years, and then you can take them back.
Who's playing those games with you?
Yes, there are people families who sign up to foster children.
Oh, for a minute.
For a minute, yeah.
Those families have other kids. Because
Yes.
imagine taking in a kid and then
They are there actually people
10 years later they
no, you can't foster for that long. Like you foster for like a year or two.
Oh, that's fair.
Yes. And then now when that maybe the parent has decided they want to give out the child for adoption, then you start the adoption process.
How expensive is it from that pod?
I hear it's not that expensive. The adoption process, I don't think it's that expensive. There's a notion, yes, that it's expensive, but it's not.
Then why are people dying with this IVF thing?
Because I think
the obsession to
birth
your own child.
Because I think people feel like your child is your child, and someone else's child is not your child. So even I salute people who adopt children because they have so much grace to actually love someone else's child as their own.
I'd feel that would be easier, no?
How?
Over rounds of IVF and miscarriages. Grief wewe.
I know.
Tena na tena.
I know.
I don't know. I think if you're
Would you adopt?
Right away.
Assuming you can just give birth to as many as you want, would you consider adopting a child?
I'm not sure. If I could get kids.
Yes. If you can have 3, and then you wanted 4 children, but you're saying I can give birth naturally with
4 children.
3. I'm just saying. Then you add 1.
4 children. The prayer is when I go to the labor room, twins happen, and it's a boy and a girl, and we wrap it there.
Yeah,
guys.
but can you take in a child?
Yeah, I can take in a child.
Because you see,
as we grew up with people.
Yes, and that is what that podcast. I don't know which podcast I was listening to, and because the lady was saying in the African context, we are actually
by the village.
Yes, we actually adopted cousins, and in as much as yes, they were going to their families once in a while, but they spent most time in our houses.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And our parents took care of them.
It was adoptive, yes.
So that
like
is adoption.
Their parents.
Yes, they even call your mom, and they call your dad. So then it's only different because this one is now someone else who you don't know.
Okay, Kingdom Warriors Assemble. Even in the Bible, adoption,
Moses.
You are adopted into the family
even
of
Moses.
Christ because you, was an adopted kid.
Yes.
I can adopt.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not adopting that's the problem. It's just that the many kids is what is a problem. So adoption for me is not a problem. Even surrogacy, that obsession of birthing your own child. I think if I try ikikata, I don't think I would die on that hill. Okay. Even my friends who are struggling, I'm usually like, sweetie.
But it's easier said than done.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It's easier said than
But
done.
even sometimes you see how their body, because rounds of IVF do something to the hormonal nini that happens.
Yeah.
God bless women.
Yeah.
You see how it has changed them, how they even think. I'm like, I no longer know who you are. Ate anasema, I also no longer know who I am.
Boy.
I'm just like, if we can normalize conversations around adoption and surrogacy so that it's not a shameful thing.
Yes.
Because that's the other thing. There's a lot of shame that comes with Georgia alishinda kupata mtoto sasa lazima adopt. Yet, in the African context, it was a thing of joy even.
Yes.
Like somebody could entrust you with their own child.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, how do you even entrust me with your own child? It was such a norm. But because we have been westernized.
Yeah, but I think it's sad.
We need to normalize this conversation so that it's okay to adopt.
Yeah,
It's okay to surrogate. Because some of my people, one of the reasons why they're not doing it is just because now, what will people say? Like,
yeah, I even hear that people who adopt children, they move to a different town.
Yeah, because now, people will
so that they just start afresh.
Yeah. Even how they will treat. Some people don't even accept that kid.
Yeah.
We've seen families who say, these are our children and then this is not our child.
That is so sad, yeah?
That's what I'm saying. We need to normalize these conversations so that it's not weird to adopt. In fact,
Yeah.
that dilemma is from a book. I am forgetting the name.
Mm-hmm.
Really, this couple could not get a kid until they adopted that kid from an exchange student. And then when the student went back, they were like, hey, I can actually not live without my kid.
So she came back for the child?
Yes.
And they had to give up the child?
She came back. She went back to her life.
Mm-hmm.
But she was just like, what have I done? What have I done? She was pregnant there. Nobody knew about it. She came back as if nothing had happened. And then she found out the father.
Mm-hmm.
The father, they started dating. And then the father realized that the only way to heal, for this babe to be healed, is to look
Should get
for
the
their
child.
son.
Wow.
So akaenda akatafuta kijana yake. Akampata. I can't remember how that book ended. But nilikuwa zile za what a story.
Yeah.
But that happens.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, but rule number one of adoption is just what you say. Do not think that this child is your child, but at the back of your mind, you should know.
Also,
it's not, actually, I want to correct that. You should know that this child is your child, but also is a child of someone else.
Someone else, yes.
It's not that it's not your child. It's our child. This child is
our
our
community child.
Yes, it's our
child, yeah.
Yeah, because even grandparents can come back and say, we would like our child. We would like a piece of Jackie to continue in our lineage.
Anyway, grace to all those who adopt, and God give us the grace to adopt children.
And guys,
because there are many children out here.
People, if you know people who have adopted people, it's not your position to tell the kid they're adopted.
No. It's not your business.
But
also, it's good to tell children that they're adopted.
No, but it should come from,
from the parents.
Like, you should give Jackie the grace to tell the kid when they will tell them.
Yes.
See, every time the kid comes around, like, Jackie,
unajua
adopted. Yeah, and those two undertones of, if you're getting Nini's kids, you are like, unajua si wetu wewe. And I see how people then, you've seen people who go abroad, say they're pregnant, and then they come back with an adopted kid.
Yes.
Na mtu ako like, mtoto hafanani. Iko like, anafanana yenye yetu fulani.
But let people parent the way they want, and let them make choices of the children they want.
How they want to get kids. That I'll agree with.
If I want to give birth, fine. If I want to get pregnant, give birth through a CS, elective CS. If I want to give birth naturally. If I want to adopt, please.
If I don't want kids.
Yes.
If you don't want kids, naye ni ngumu.
Kama utaki watoto ni sawa.
Ni sawa. If you don't want kids, ni ngumu. Okay, finally. You are managing the petty cash or money for a certain project with your colleague, and then you notice some money is missing. Are you your boss notices some money is missing. So when it comes back to you, are you A, telling the truth and ashaming the devil, B, covering your colleague and then having a conversation with them in the side?
So we'll say our colleagues are not our friends.
Our colleagues are not your friends. We are here. We relate professionally for a certain goal.
Na uendelee na life.
Mimi siogopi kunini. No, it depends, because I'm not very quick on snitching on people.
Ama just tell the boss to ask the person.
Or I'll get back to you. Sometimes I just need to... I need to know where Jack is coming from before I go and say something.
Yes.
But money missing is something. Alienda kufanyia nini? Those are these questions I ask myself.
But unajua pesa ni sabuni ya roho.
Like, why did I just wonder why he or she picked that money for what cause? So I'll give them the benefit of doubt. I'd probably say something like, let me get back to you. Though that is not in the dilemma. If there are only two options, I'm coming clean. Because we've heard of cases where there's a buddy of mine who did not come clean, ikakuja ikamramba. Because that other person went and akapeana story ingine. She was the one who was fired. Yeah, unfortunately.
What? Because now she didn't say the truth.
Yeah.
Wow, that's sad.
Because now that is the principle.
Yes. Yeah, integrity.
Because she knew what had happened, but she didn't say it.
Yeah.
So they believed the other guy.
What?
Who was actually the one who had done the crime.
What?
So when I say colleagues are not your friend, they really are not your friend, guys.
Yeah.
You need to know how you're moving with people.
Anyway.
But Jackie, you have nice...
I have very nice colleagues.
There's like a group you went with. Yeah. Yeah, even me, I have nice colleagues, but we stand on business.
Just so you know, Georgia amesema nyinyi si marafiki wake. I
Guys,
know you'll watch
subscribe to my
this.
channel. Guys,
Anyway,
you're my
Georgia, I
friends.
had a dilemma, or rather a question. What do you think about disappearing messages? People who have disappearing messages on their WhatsApp.
Oh,
Yeah.
or even Instagram.
Yes.
Interesting. They are funny.
What do you think about that?
I think guys just be adults. I don't even you see when I say deleted, when I delete a message, it's not for you. Like
when you delete a message, it's for the sender. You sent it and then you deleted it. So
it's my message. I've decided that I no longer want you to see it.
No.
Deleted messages belong to me, not to you. You're like, Jackie believes hiyo ni message yako, lakini hiyo ni message yangu.
But you know, when you delete that message, people normally still ask you, what is it that you sent?
Usijali.
Anyway, so disappearing messages.
I don't subscribe to it. But you do you. You do you.
No, what do you think about them?
I just find them funny.
Funny in what way? Is there something they are hiding?
Like I'm just like, hey, like ini nini unafanya?
Do they want to?
Wewe mtu mzima. Umenunua simu.
Do they want to save storage in their phones?
I delete messages like constantly.
And
like,
why do you delete messages? Because sometimes I sent you something very important and then you delete, and then now you want me to send it again to you.
That has never happened between us though.
It has happened.
Message gani
It has happened.
Niambie ni gani?
We will go back to our messages.
Kuna levels. Kuna levels of nini. There are people whose messages I don't delete.
But you deleted. Even I was the one who sent you the screenshot when you were doing the first episode.
That one for Nini.
Yes.
For Nini, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But because I run WhatsApp status like
so
the way I have what's it called? WhatsApp status podcast. So messages ni mingi Jackie. Alafu sikizi, I've encouraged people to send voice notes.
Inajaa ama?
I just feel like ni mingi. Like I'm just like delete chat.
Why?
Like even the one I delete by the
Why?
Ikwangi ati nikozileza, is there something important here for me to get? Inakwanga tu I pick names, I delete.
Do you delete groups?
Immediately they come in. As the messages come. Oh, but there are groups I don't delete the messages because it's very important to go back and refer and laugh.
So you see? Delete those are specific people, guys.
Disappearing messages. Have you ever had disappearing messages?
No.
Even on Instagram?
No.
Dark mode, vanish mode.
No, I don't.
Your opinion on them?
I just don't know the reason why you're doing it. For me, it looks like
peace of mind.
No, I think you're hiding something.
Really?
Yeah, because
I'm trying to remember what's disappearing messages.
Because why would you put disappearing messages at 24 hours?
And somebody can screenshot that message.
Yes.
I don't think that's the reason. See, somebody can screenshot it.
I'm just saying maybe you're trying to protect yourself from something.
But even if you're protecting yourself, Jackie, that does not make sense.
Then
because
what
I can.
is it?
That's why I'm discounting your reason. That cannot be the reason because I can actually screenshot your messages.
No, I'm not saying it. Sasa ukinitumia message nita screenshot alafu nitume anywhere else.
Ile nye unaweza sema ni view once.
Maybe
ile view once ndo uwezi screenshot.
Yeah, you can't screenshot. Also, I wanted to ask that. But anyway, maybe for you, it is for you to protect yourself in case someone you're in a relationship with gets your phone.
Oh, yeah.
You get.
Smart people read the stuff.
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah.
I've not thought about it like that. I may say things with my full chest. In fact, I say things that everyone is thinking and they're afraid to say.
So, me nonanga too, there's either something you're protecting yourself from, you're protecting your phone from people.
But you can have a password.
Yeah.
If it was created, then there was need for it.
Okay, maybe you could save storage, guys. Maybe you're overthinking.
Yeah, if it was created, there was need for it.
Maybe.
But I don't think it's... Okay, nitaweka disappearing message alafu nione Kenya watu watasema. Nione how many people will say something to me because what is this? What is this you have said your messages will disappear after 24 hours?
I asked G and he was like, it's the same case na people who don't put last scene. And then he said like you. So me, I was like, what was even I can't remember when I put that thing that's on WhatsApp that doesn't show you the last scene.
There's a tab for that too?
Yes.
Oh. So what does that help with?
I don't remember why I put it because I think it's been there for like the last 5 years. But I think it's so that, for example, if I read your message and I don't reply, you don't have to come back and say, alikuwa online 35 minutes ago. I sent this message 40 minutes ago and she didn't read it. You get it?
My phone. This one. Mine. You are dictating when I'm replying to you.
Yeah.
I will reply to you when
But
I have time and resources.
But I think WhatsApp has a lot of features. Anyway, all social media has a lot of security features and a lot of privacy things.
You remember last month is when I knew people can just look at people's phones ringing and
and there's no problem.
Okay, let me ask people, ndo mjue tuko wengi. How many people know that if you get a call, you can just let it ring and not pick?
Me.
I was last month years old when I learned that. Not pick.
But you see, sometimes you are
I'm yet to exercise it.
You're not in that mental capacity to talk.
No, I'll just pick and say, yo, I can't pick my call right now.
No. Kunajua kuna watu wenye wao hawaelewi. Wanaanzanga tuna story tu mbio. But me inategemea ni nani.
I have come to understand where you guys are coming from. Yes. I just didn't know that you can actually do that.
No, you can actually do that.
You can actually just...
But for me, what I will do...
I've been seeing those memes and thinking they're memes.
But for me, most of the time, I will write you a text that I'll call you later.
Or I can't pick.
Yes.
Or in a meeting.
Yes.
Sasa unajua hata mmefanya ni feel watu akitumanga hivi kumbe.
No, me nikikwambia I'm in a meeting. If I tell you I'll call you back, there's a reason I'll call you back.
Guys, I didn't know.
But they're actually people who just look at the phones and they're like, anyway, not now. I can't.
Not today, my lord. Not today, my lord.
And it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I just didn't know like you can actually do that.
Mm-hmm.
People are adults.
Yes.
And then there's me.
Yeah.
Winging it as we go. But tuko wengi.
Yeah.
So yeah. Any other dilemma, Jackie?
No.
Tukafunge hapo.
Yes.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching.
Asanteni sana.
Subscribe, share.
Sana. It's nice to be back.
Yeah, it's nice to be back.
Yeah.
And we feel.
Yes.
Let me tell you guys, getting time. Corporate buddies who live outside, who live within Nairobi and also sometimes outside.
May God maze.
We did not. When the year began, we had a plan.
Yeah.
But alas, time, schedules, getting schedule. We now understand.
And I think we've said this enough that, hey, hands up to content creators because
this thing is a full-time job.
Yes.
You can't do it the way we are doing it. Ukipata time. Ile siku yenye, what's your calendar saying? And what's your calendar saying?
Yeah. It's tough.
Tea for tough.
But we are here.
But dilemmas are just, like I said, an opportunity for you to see life is not grey.
Yeah.
And for you to see where you stand with morals. And one of the things that is very interesting to see is that we are very different yet alike.
Yeah.
Because we all want to preserve ourselves and our people. For the most part, we are always trying to cover our people and ourselves. So yeah, let us know if there are any other dilemmas you'd like us to hear.
Tell us.
And also choose in the comment section.
Yes.
Tell us
what option you would take.
And why. More importantly, why. Yeah, all the best.
Thank you so much, guys. See you in the next episode. Bye.
Tuwape quote nini ama tuache tu?
Quote.
I'd like to think iko somewhere.
Tuonane
in the next episode. Bye.
The quote is we love you. Bye.